today I want to go to internal marketing. Next week we'll go to internet marketing. But today I want to talk about internal marketing. The reason why I want to do it is, to me, it makes no sense to spend a ton of money to bring in a new patient when on average, I look at the average practice, I look at their data, and usually 50% of their patients are scheduled for their next recall. So why spend money to bring in someone new when all I have to do is bring the person back in who presumably loves us because they've already been here? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I want to talk about internal marketing in terms of reactivation. I want to talk about internal marketing in terms of asking for referrals, whether it's from a patient or from another source. Those are the topics I want to discuss today. So let's talk first about reactivation. What can we do to reactivate patients who have grown inactive? I look at data all the time for practices, and I usually see anywhere from 500 to 1,000 patients who are past due for hygiene. So I'm going to call them inactive for the sake of this conversation. And some practices, it's 2,000 and 3,000. I mean, it can be off the charts. So if you look at what it costs you to bring in a new patient, a brand new one with internet marketing, pay-per-click, whatever it is, radio, I mean, you could be paying $200 a patient. $200 a patient times 1,000 patients is some crazy, crazy money. It makes no sense to spend all that cash. So what we need to do is have a plan in place, a systematic plan in place to try and reactivate people and bring them in. And understand that we can do the carrot or we can do the stick. The stick is, I'm going to deactivate your chart. The carrot is, hey, I have a $5 Starbucks card for you if you bring you and your family back in. A lot of options there. And then some other areas that we can look at, how can we bring patients in? If we go to our specialists, so we have a handful of specialists who are clients of ours who'll be watching this. But if you're a GP, if you, as an example, talk to your orthodontists get a lot of new patients who come to them just because I moved to this new town, my kid needs ortho. I just Google search or research a good orthodontist and I go in. And I might not even have a family practice or a GP office yet. So you might be shocked how many patients go to specialists, oral surgeons and orthodontists specifically, without a referral from a GP practice. So it allows you to butter up with your specialist and go, hey, anytime you have one of those, can you send them my way? And as long as they're not stealing from another referral source, they'd be more than happy to, because the patients are wondering where they should go. It's one of the first questions I'll ask. And I say ortho and oral surgery because oral surgery, you get a lot of parents who contact them when their kid needs their wisdom teeth taken out. And if they don't have a family practice that they go to, first thing they ask is, who's a good dentist that I could go to for my regular care? The next thing I want to discuss some is, how can we get a referral from an existing patient? How can we motivate my very, very loyal patient who's been coming to me for 20 years to send friends and family? And again, it comes back to some of the marketing 101. How can we get their attention? And whether or not you want to actually ask someone for a referral, email asking for a referral, use Facebook for a referral, but there's a whole slew of things that you can do. And every now and then I get a doctor's like, I haven't asked for a referral from my patients in 20 years. And they're like, I'm not about to start. And I'm like, okay, no problem. If you're a practice that wants to grow and get more patients, I would ask. And have some fun with it is my point. And ask for a referral. Reward them for a referral if you can. Check local listings. Again, some places you can't do it. And one of the best ways I found to do that, one of the most cost-effective ways, is restaurants.com. So, and I don't usually pimp companies or services, but this one's a pretty good one. Because if you go buy a $5 Starbucks card, it costs you $5. By contrast, you can go to restaurants.com, and if you buy 1,500 $25 cards, last time I checked, they were about $2 each. So you can get a whole bunch of cards for $2 each. They cost you $2. They're worth $25 to the patient. That's a nice return on investment. So it costs you $2 to give this to a patient and go, hey, thank you so much, or keep them in your back pocket. So if you're running behind, you can give them a card, say, hey, I'm really sorry, I was running behind today. Hey, $25, you and your wife go have dinner on me, enjoy yourselves. It's a fabulous, fabulous tool. So my suggestion to you is to have a good plan in place, have a good, strong referral system in place, and then make sure you're doing it consistently. Consistency is the key. If I brush and floss once a week, my mouth's a mess. If I'm always asking my patients nicely, classy, in an elegant way for referrals, I will have a constant flow of new patients. If I don't do it in an elegant way, then I look like a used car salesman, I look like an idiot. Don't do that. So speaking of which, those of you out there, I have a referral system in place. If you are one of the team members in an office and you refer me to some friend of yours who works in a dental office and that company hires me, I'll give you $500 cash. It's legal. I can do it. Doctor, I'll give you a free month of coaching for every client who hires me. I'm going to do what I live as well, hopefully in an elegant fashion, because I didn't start off the first 20 minutes just being shameless. I should have, but I didn't. But if you've got friends who would enjoy our help, who you would like, and don't pick the one down the street from you, because I know you might get all paranoid about me helping them and hurting you. So refer me to your friend who went to dental school with you, who's in North Dakota, and we'll go help that person. So I hope you found this to be helpful. I hope you've enjoyed the content. I look forward to talking to you about social media and all the online stuff in the upcoming weeks. Until then, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week, 8 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Have a great day. What if you could have the practice of your dreams? What's holding you back? Imagine a life where you have everything you ever wanted.